Welcome to a video tutorial on how to accept a removal into storage. So you will have been discussing dates with us prior to doing this, and you will have also called the office to confirm your booking, that you've got a definite date now and you'd like to secure it. So the office will have emailed you an email entitled Secure Your Booking, which will look like this. And within that email you'll see the quotation acceptance, which you can open, print off, and manually fill out, and then you would have to scan that and then email it back to us. So that's quite a time-consuming process, although you can do it that way if you'd prefer. What I'm going to show you today is how to accept the quotation digitally. So you'll see within the email itself there is a link to our online portal, a username, which is your client ID, and a password, which is a bunch of jumbled up numbers and letters. So we're going to go ahead and highlight the password, right click and copy. You can obviously write this down, although do be mindful of zeros and O's and ones and I's and things, because they look quite similar and people can make that mistake. So once we've written those down or taken a note, we go ahead and click on the portal link. This will open the login page, and we're going to go ahead and put our details in there. I've put our username in and I've pasted our password in the right fields. We go ahead and click login, and we're brought to the home page, and we want the box that says quote review. So we're going to go ahead and select that. This opens another page and it says please select your quotation number, and from the drop down menu we just do that. So we select our quote, and from here you can see our main quote is the removal into storage, and it gives us the price there. There's no option not to accept this. We just simply continue by clicking the next button. The next page is additional services. Now that will show you your weekly storage charge, your removal out of storage, and there may also be some additional services that we've offered, like packing, dismantling, and interestingly this one at the bottom is a direct removal price. So this customer has asked for a storage option, and they've also asked for a direct price. So you may well see that sitting there on your quotation if you've asked for that. So we quite simply do not select this on this page. Because we're coming into storage, we would select the weekly storage. We would not select the removal out of storage because most likely we haven't got a date for that section. And I'm going to decide that I would like to take the packing service and I would like to take the dismantling service. Once I've selected the services that I would like to go for, I just simply click the next button. That brings you on to the collection details. Now this is there for general information, and it's a simple case of scanning our eyes over it, making sure everything looks right. If there's something that you feel is missing or is incorrect, then please give us a call in the office. The most important thing on this page is the mandatory fields, which are highlighted with a little red star next to them. So it's asking us if the access was discussed during the survey for the collection address. So we're going to go ahead and click yes. If your answer is no, I would suggest you give the office a call. If you're worried about parking or access in any way, then do give us a call. Now, the packing date isn't mandatory, but if you remember from the previous page, I did select that I would like the packing. So I'm going to go ahead and put a packing date. Now, don't type it in here, please. Do open the calendar box. And from here, I'm going to say that I would like the packing to take place on the 27th. And for here, I'm going to put I would like the moving to start on the 28th. Once you put your dates in, you can scroll to the bottom. You will see here there's a section for invoicing and billing and stuff. You do not need to worry about this. If there's something specific you'd like us to put on an invoice, just give us a call in the office, but I would say you can probably leave that all blank. Once you've done that, you can click to the next page. So the next page has got the delivery details, and again, it's there for general information. So you can scroll your eyes or scroll down and scan your eyes over it. There is one section that's mandatory again, which is if the access was discussed. So we're going to go ahead and click yes, that it was, and we can click the next button. The next page is details of goods, and it says the goods to be removed have a total value of, and there's currently a 0 there. Now we need to put an overall value of the items to be moved. For this customer, I'm going to put 15,000. Now, I know that's a tricky question to answer for some people. If you're not sure, or you want to let us know at a later stage, or you just don't want to divulge that, that's absolutely no problem. You can click the box that says I do not wish to declare a total value, so you can just tick that here, and that will allow you, once you've done one of those two things, you'll be able to proceed. Please also be aware that any values over £100,000, you would need to contact the office for additional cover. So if you're going to put a higher amount in here than 100, you would need to call us to discuss additional cover. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and click the next button. The next page is confirmation, and it just gives us a summary of everything we're about to accept. So it's telling us we're accepting the removal into storage, the weekly storage, the full packing service, and the dismantling. It then asks us for method of payment, and from the drop-down menu here, we can go ahead and select which method of payment. Now, our preference is debit card. You can pay in cash, or backs would be a bank transfer. Please be aware that if you are paying via a bank transfer, that the office haven't got instant access to live banking. We need to check with our accounts to get that. So particularly if your move is quite imminent, then our preference would always be to pay on debit card. If you pay on a debit card, you get an instant receipt and notification, and so do we. So try and pay on debit card, or credit card is also accepted. And if you've got a credit card, you can just go ahead and select debit card at this stage. Once you've done that, you've just got to read the two paragraphs here and tick the two boxes, which basically say that you've understood the supplementary information that's been supplied and the cooling off period, and that you agree to our terms and conditions. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and click the submit button. You'll see the little whirly sign here, and then it comes up with acceptance has been processed. We're going to go ahead and click OK, and that is your removal into storage booking all secure.